Hi, so this video is more just for the Go React assignment, not anything posted on my classroom. But for my online classroom, I figured it would be easier to show you the entire classroom instead of just giving you the instructional videos or demonstration videos that I provided for their lesson. So for my actual placement, I'm teaching K through 5. So I made a ninth grade fitness unit lesson similar to one I made for the actual online 10-day class, but I altered it here and there to make it fit this assignment. So I made an entire topic for my lesson one or my entire unit. So I have my fitness unit, and then I broke it up into different parts of lesson one. So I have introduction to lesson one here, and this will have a video of me explaining lesson one to the students. I will also attach this to my Go React assignment so you can see all of the different things that I posted on this assignment. But right here is introduction to lesson one. I also, at the end, briefly went over the health-related fitness components, assuming that the students already know them. I just covered them again. After the students will click on introduction to lesson one, they will then watch a video and then they will go to our heart rate worksheet. So here I have a heart rate worksheet, which will be the students' instant activity. They would start this before doing anything in the circuit training. If you open this, it takes them to an equation, well, a definition of heart rate and how an explanation how to check their heart rate. And then they will find their resting heart rate, their max heart rate, their heart rate reserve, and then they would calculate for 3 different zones of heart rate. After completing the heart rate worksheet, they would submit that, and then they would go to their warm-up. For their warm-up, they have a choice board that we created in our 10-day online course. So they have one mandatory exercise in each component, and then they choose 2 out of the 3 in the remaining of the board to do. So I'll open that as well. It explains what they'll be doing. They'll hold a move for 20 seconds. It would give them a 3-minute warm-up. So for their choice board here, I added links as well as pictures. So if the students clicked on the link, it would take them to a demonstration. So I'll show that as well. If they presented it and they clicked on arm circles here, it would take them to a YouTube video of where they see someone demonstrating arm circles. Now, I believe that a ninth grade class can already know how to do arm circles, but if a student does not know, then this gives them a demonstration. Now, they do not have to click on these links, but it does give them an option. And then after the warm-up, they would go to lesson one. Here, the circuit training. Here, there's a demonstration of me demonstrating all 6 exercises in their circuit training. I will attach this video as well separately so we don't have to watch it in this. And then while in between each exercise, the students will be expected to record their heart rate. And that is also explained in another video. They can use a watch if they have one, or a fitness tracker. If not, they'll spend 15 seconds, checking their pulse and multiplying that by 4 to get their heart rate. I know this isn't the best way to do it, but I think for the sake of time and them being at home, 15 seconds is probably efficient to take their heart rate and just get an idea of what elevates their heart rate and what doesn't as much. And then I have a worksheet here, today's circuit training, that has all the exercises and then a place where they can record their heart rate after each one. And then there's a discussion question at the end. Which exercises raised your heart rate the most? Why do you think that? To get them thinking, and a little assessment there. And by filling out this heart rate form, it also shows me that they were doing it. However, we also have a Flipgrid assignment, and this is an assessment for the students where I can see if they know how to demonstrate or properly perform 2 of the 6 exercises in the circuit. So I ask the students to record themselves completing 2 of the exercises with proper form and cueing it and explaining the exercise as well. They would submit this to Flipgrid. So in Flipgrid, I can post whatever I want, and the students can respond. And when they respond, it's a video of themselves performing or doing whatever is asked, whether it's just answering a question or performing something. It gives a face-to-face, well, not in person, but an interaction where you can see each other. And then the students would then navigate to the cool down. The cool down is another choice board where the students can look at all these choices here, and they're just asked to pick 6 and hold the stretch for 30 seconds. They can pick whatever 6 they want. It's really so they can recover and bring their heart rate back down. And then there's a discussion question. It's a form on health-related fitness component questions just to see if they're understanding the components. They're pretty straightforward. There's a question on each component. Now, I fully understand that. I think if you went through this entire thing, even though the circuit is pretty short, it shouldn't take more than 9 minutes to do the circuit, 3 minutes to do the warm-up, and 3 minutes to cool down, which is very reasonable. However, doing all these worksheets online may take a lot more time, and watching the videos. Essentially, this would be over a 20-minute lesson plan. If you shorten it, they may not get the material they should. But since this is asynchronous and not synchronous, I think that this is very manageable for a student.